Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age on the MysteriousJG. We'll go ahead and give the boys a chance here. Although, we might regret that. I feel like, you know what, no, let's use the girls, because I think I remember hearing that this was a flying enemy. And that will mean Ash can't actually do anything, but everyone else can. Balthier can attack flying enemies, but it'll be with... well, you know what? It might be more interesting to use the boys. Well, we'll start with the girls for now. And see what happens. But we should have a path ahead. Flectica mode. Oh, never mind. I thought this was going to get us there, but I guess not. Alright, so we might have a bit more to do. Yeah, I thought that was it. Sorry. Well, screw it. Cut to the chase here. Where do I actually go? Southwind Shrine. Guess it's a bit more involved than I thought. So what I'm going to do is just follow the directions, because I think we got to get to that last little spot there. So, Southwind Shrine. Northeast exit. Judge-Sal Green, smooth the chokehold right across Hidden Path. Proceed around the lower part of Skyreach Ridge back to Babbling Vale. Player must next reach the Northwest Shrine. Nearest to the top, there will be 2 more exclamation points on the map. So we got to find the Northwest Wind Shrine, which we probably have already actually activated. But wouldn't mind knowing what which one this is by name here. Let's see if we've... I think we were supposed to activate this one. This is the Shrine of the West Wind. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Sorry, this is not super exciting to watch, I'm sure. But yeah, we do want to activate the Western Shrine. Oh, and push the Weathered Rock to create a path. That's the problem. There's a path down that we can get from here, because there's... I missed something we're supposed to interact with over... Yeah, this would be it. We had to take that whole long, winding path to get up here, but once we've done that, now we can kind of do what we want. That's far too dangerous. We're almost crushed by that boulder. Exactly as I expected, though. I thought there might be a path from the other side. Yep. Now, if I activate the Northwest one, everything is supposed to be hunky-dory. Are you the Northwest one? Apparently you are not. Even though you seem kind of northwesterly. That one seems northwesterly. I don't know why it's not letting me activate it. This is nice because it means I can actually save before I fight this boss. I thought I was going to have to do all that shrine crap again if I did it wrong. Yeah, this makes sense. What the hell? I don't know what the chocobos are for. Like, it really does seem like you can do all of this without the chocobos. Unless now there's going to be a hidden path up here where I need a chocobo, in which case, I'm not 100% sure how I get a chocobo up there. Because you got to dismount before you can do a lot of these interactions. Anyway, okay, whatever. So, make our way back over here. Come up this path. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a chocobo up here because it looks like there's an awful... This last jump is where I need the chocobo, I think, because there's a big, long gap. And it's not letting me have that many activated at a time. Yeah, Ash can't do a whole lot about those guys, but 2 of the 3 ladies have ranged weapons, which makes them pretty good in these situations. Oh, kamikaze, eh? Maybe this is the path to the end, even without a chocobo. Music suggests it. This seems like a nice place. I'm sure nothing bad will happen here. This is also a reference to a previous Final Fantasy boss. This thing is apparently that weird boss from the one with X-Death. Okay, magical field falls over the party. Cannot use items. It's got reflect and protect. And apparently one of the things... I ended up reading about this one more than I meant to before getting a chance to attempt it blind, but he really doesn't like not having reflect up to the point where if you dispel it, you can waste quite a few of his turns. But it seems like it's just going to be pretty easy anyway because he doesn't actually have... a shit ton of guys guarding him like everyone else that we fought in the last bunch of videos has. I also think I remember hearing that he's not immune to bleed or drain or whatever it's called, so blood sword might be in order here. Sap. Yeah, he's been inflicted with sap. So I can... Okay, 1 hit off the blood sword, he's got sap. I don't need to keep it equipped. But that was pretty cool. He's going for the Ric Flair spell. Woo! That hurt. Oh yeah, compared to previous... Oh, and he's got slow too, thanks to Fran. This has been super easy compared to... Oh, but now he's going to unleash the beast. Whatever that means. Okay, as soon as I say it's super easy, somebody gets killed. Fair enough. Okay, it's not casting Reflect on us. It's casting Reflect on itself. So we'll just keep beating it up. It really doesn't like Ash. Paling rises around it. I really wish I could go back and read the old combat log because I don't actually remember. I don't know what it freaking said there. It's immune to something. No, I think it's immune to physical attacks now. Well, there's two ways to deal with that. We either got to get rid of its reflect again and then cast magic on it, or we got to do things that reflect doesn't affect. I don't think reflect prevents balance. Be nice if she could cast Drain. I think she can. The other thing we can do is just finish it off with frickin' Mist, because it's clearly ready to be finished off now. Besides, for most of my viewers, I'm sure watching the Hot Fantasy chicks would be more fun than watching the Hot Fantasy dudes and their, you know, glory shots here. Glamour shots, I should say, not glory shots. I don't know what glory shots means, but it sounds kind of gross.
I must endure.
I don't know that I'm going to get a whole 15 plus like I was able to pull off previously, but getting in a decent number of these should finish the fight. Because I think we pretty much were at the end. It was getting annoying to fight, because it decided to make itself immune to physical. But the fact that it doesn't have tons and tons of dudes backing it up is just a refreshing change of pace from the last several boss fights we've had. Now there is one more super boss that I think we potentially could fight now without going to Arcades, but it's an even bigger pain in the butt to deal with. It's the junior version of the ultimate super boss, which basically just has 1 billion hit points. And I actually never defeated it in PS2 because I thought it was the super boss, because it's designed to take you like an hour plus to defeat at lower levels. That sucked. I only got 9 in. But no, it isn't the super boss. It's just a junior version, but I don't think the rewards are worth it at this point. But I might do it. Like, I'm pretty much going to end the session with this video, I think. But yeah, next time I have to decide, do I want to continue the story or deal with the super... Wow, that barely did anything to it. I guess those didn't count. Interesting. That did, like, no damage. Okay. So maybe this battle is not quite as over as I thought it was. I gotta find something that'll do some damage here. Ow. This is really annoying. I don't know how to finish this thing off. It's got sap, which should mean in theory it's Gonna keep slowly dying throughout, but I don't really know what a good way is to finish this guy off if he's gonna stay. I mean, maybe the paling will wear off after a while. Because it just doesn't keep its, I don't have very good, really high-end black magic with this part either, but it just doesn't seem to. Doesn't seem like it really, gives a crap about. I mean, I could be using items. No, I can't use items. That's the whole deal. Thousand Needles might work. I don't know if 1,000 Needles worked or not, but I think draining is working. I hate to keep doing that manually, but it seems to be the thing that actually is working at the moment. Otherwise, I'm like, consume HP. I think it's immune to 1,000. I think it's immune to 1,000 needles. But it does seem like its drain is working. It's going to take a while to kill it this way, but it'll work. Yeah, I think drain is working. Oh, it's no longer immune to physical damage. Okay. Well, that's what happens as soon as I get around to finally updating my gambits. It no longer is necessary to use these bizarre gambits that are avoiding all physical combat. All combat is. Go back to normal. Oh, and as soon as its paling falls, so does it. Sorry, buddy. I'm afraid you're going to have to become one of our ghost slaves. That's a term I haven't thrown out in a while. Ghost slaves, if you're interested, comes from my Let's Play of Tales of Vesperia, which is, as I've joked about with Zerf and Aldragon, was a really long Let's Play with lots of jokes and fun that I barely seem to remember anything about the game. After having put hundreds of hours into it, I barely remember the story, it feels like. Still, I remember that it was at times a lot of fun. You obtained the Esper Exodus the Judge-Sal. The Judge-Sal? Okay. Sure, don't know what a Judge-Sal is, but whatever. Oh, I didn't even. Well, I think, yeah, you know what? That thing might have been able to inflict stop, maybe, but that's kind of what I set myself up to be immune from. All right. Hey, wasn't there another Esper that was over here? So this is a couple of different Espers giving you the same basic stuff for Van. He could get Stamp, which we just learned recently, but I'm not inclined to give it to him. I'm not inclined to give this to Baltier. Depends on what he gets. He gets Soul Eater. Yeah. That's good for combat classes. There's some battles where attack command gets disabled. Soul Leader could be good. And heavy armor doesn't really seem that exciting to me. Fran already has a bunch, so if this doesn't benefit her, I won't be that upset. Yeah, it actually does nothing for her. For Bash, this gives him some armor. And that's it, just armor. For Ash, who already has a whole bunch, this would give her 500 hit points, forget about it. And nothing else. So maybe this one's finally Penella's gonna get one. Let's see what she gets. She would get Battle Lore. Really don't care about that. And nothing. Ah, jeez. I think this is just kind of a dud. It's a dud. So for Penelo, gets Battle Lore, even though she doesn't really physically attack. She uses a gun, but I don't think that depends on those stats. Ash gets nothing but a couple hit points. It might end up being Bosch's, because it will increase his armor choices, although these are not incredibly super awesome armors that we have a ton of anyway. What did Fran get out of it? Nothing. Balthier would get heavy armor, but not as much heavy armor as Bosch. And Soul Eater, which I don't care about for him. Van would get Stamp, which is probably objectively the best choice. But he's already got an Esper, and Balthier doesn't. I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to have an Esper. So everybody can join the Esper fun. So I'm guessing, even though it doesn't really give him much that's that awesome, this is going to Bosch. And it's now occurring to me that I didn't actually show off Zeromus yet, so I should probably show off Zeromus before this video is over. It's possible that I would have more. Like, it might be that the reason we don't have a giant helm for him to use is because I didn't buy enough, because I didn't think I was going to need them, because I didn't think that many people could use them. So it might be that I could buy another giant helm and we'd be all giant helmed up. Who ended up getting Zeromus anyway? I think that was... Did Fran get Zeromus? I think Fran got Zeromus. Okay. Well, Fran's not going to be able to show off her newfound Zeromus awesome powers until we get down there and touch a crystal, because she used up all of her mist. She used up all of the mist. But if I just want to quick show off these two studly new Espers before we call it a video, we can certainly do that. We can also trigger a stem needle trap. Okay, so the missing piece of the puzzle was that I don't know where the hell the chocobos really became necessary. There must have been some point where I was riding a chocobo and didn't notice that this was only going to work because I had the chocobo. But whatever. For now... Well, we can go talk to this knowledgeable guy and see if he's got anything new to say. Oh, he's just gone. He's probably mad that we fixed it. Popo gave it 3 times, but they're not broken, Kupo. I guess I'll just rest here a while. Kupo, you're the one I met by the Slykerwood. You remember me, the crass removal? Whatever. And more people talking and whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and call it a video. But I'm not going to call it a video yet. I'm going to show off our fancy pants new warrior thralls. So first we'll show off Zeromus the Condemner, and then we'll show off Cronus the Chronivore, whatever the hell it's called. I don't even remember. The one that we just got. I don't think we talked to this craftsman yet. Sitting in a tree, KSIG. Oh, never mind, this is the one that we talked to. No, it's a different one that says basically the same thing. Ooh, hey, who are you? I'm on a journey to track down legends of the old gods. It is said a great holy tree sleeps on the peak of this mountain. You are not an ordinary human, I feel. I sense a great power about you, a strange aura, not of man. True enough. Well, I got to the... I don't know what the Viera Wayfarer does for us, but I already got to the roof of this zone. Can help you get there too. I thought I was going to get a quest out of it. Or actually, I'd help you get there too if I knew how, but I'd talk to you and nothing seems to happen, so whatever. I know what we can do before we call it a video. I would like to show off our awesome new powers of warrior thralls. But since I'm calling it a session, we can let this go slightly long. Let's go visit the clan hall and see what exciting new shit's going down. Now that we've got some more espers, they should count as something cool. Hey, it's Horny. Horny loves to teleport us around. And also grab us by our private parts. I was about to say something political, but I'm not going to. But it's kind of sad that we live in an age where a political comment could have been drawn on by the idea of grabbing people by the privates. There's not been an easy path for me to walk. Yeah, whatever. I seem to have broken that quest. You were supposed to give me a reward by now. Not a game-breakingly awesome reward, but still, I thought I was going to get something. What do you think of the clan? A nice enough lot, if you ask me. Well, I didn't. That's right. This is generic female. Could be Penelope, could be Ash. Probably not Fran, because she would have an accent. Hello there, Kupo. Something's troubling lately. We've never hear about an attack by the Hunter Stalker. There's a certain clan member who isn't here. I hate to doubt anyone, but Kupopo. Uh-oh. So the Stalker, Barry Wyndham, is a member of the clan. You notice Monet has gone from the hall again today. He's been acting strangely. I've often found him staring with uncanny intensity at people in the hall. At first I thought he had some odd interest in me, but I doubt that. You've heard the rumors this person's stalking hunters, yes? Ooh, they're basically saying that Moned, who helped us out with the hunt before, is an evil traitor who murders hunters. I think we find out that's not true. I think we find out that he was trying to investigate the hunter. But yeah, Moned's pretty scary these days. A lot of hunters have fallen stalk. You don't suppose Moned could be behind it. I remember who is behind it. Moned might be part of it, actually. I don't really remember. What's worse, when he is here, his eyes are always darting about like he's trying to size us up. This game is basically telling us Moned is a traitor, and I'm pretty sure it's a false lead. How fares the hunt, Kupo? You defeated Ereman. Impressive, Kupo. The tribe master sent you this with his compliments. I want to thank you for helping me get a hold of that Ereman offal. Makes for some awful good eats. Obtain some guilt. Heard you defeated Mandragora is impressive, Kupo. The fiend of friends of Mandragora send you this with their compliments. Presented for the furtherance of our knowledge of the Mandragora family. Friends of the Mandragora. Apparently they're not very good friends of the Mandragora because they don't mind me having murdered them. Kupopo, I'm sorry I don't have any more hunts to tell you about. Oh, I guess he doesn't give a crap that we got rid of, that we got espers. Espers don't count for this, okay. You've become one of the finest hunters in the entire guild. You know that? Even better than me. Whatever. I may someday fight a Mark who's really awesome. Hello, how does this day find you? I do offer the glory of the clan. Okay, never mind. I don't really get anything for coming back here except to hear a bunch of people talking smack about our friend Moned. Mon is the man. Get that through your heads now. I don't remember if Mon had helped us with the gill snapper or if he helped us with the big glowing chocobo that could make itself invulnerable periodically, but he definitely helped us out. He's a bungling hunter. He hunts bungles. He hunts Mr. Bungle. Watch out, Mr. Bungle. This guy's coming to murder you. I feel bad, but once I teleport back to the story, we'll be below 50 teleport crystals. So for some reason I have this mental idea that we should keep it above 50. What's up, what up, lad? Holla if you see anything that takes your fancy. Holla if you hear me. Apparently... Well, other than doing some item stuff and selling and trying to get more Bazaar Shop goods, which I have not set myself up for and doesn't feel like it's worth making its own video, and we don't have time to do in this video, I guess we're kind of done. So I'm going to let this one go a little long, but only because I'm going to show 2 of our new battle thralls, our new warrior ghost slaves, by fighting a bunch of enemies in the Ester Sand. That wouldn't be a problem with it without summons, of course, but still, just to show them off. You might be noticing that, yeah, Zeromus takes 2 slots and Dramelech takes 1. And by slots, I mean missed charges. He doesn't have a very impressive summoning animation, does he? I thought we'd get something. And you can barely see him, which is a shame. Fran going around casting haste on everything, and yeah, come on, Zeromus, do something. Problem here is that, oh, you know what? I can actually shut off her gambits. Yeah, Zeromus not actually doing anything because... Well, you can see how awesome Zeromus' power is. He can't defeat the easiest enemy in the game. Well, I guess those little Cactuar guys were actually easier in this particular game. So he's got Karaja like most of them seem to. He has Scourge, which inflicts sap and deals heavy damage. That one was kicking our ass. That was one of the better spells that last boss we fought had. Gravity Well deals damage based on different user. Okay, that's why it's not doing anything. He hasn't been hurt. But Big Bang is his ultimate. Let's just cut to the chase here. So Zeromus might be useful in certain like he'd have to get hurt before it's really useful. Because all of these, like, these attacks are useful, the ones that, like, but they dismiss the Esper, so. Yeah, it did nothing. So, okay, apparently even that one is, I didn't read the description. I figured it was just non-elemental damage. That's what those usually are. But apparently, this one is something else. Okay, so the easiest enemies in the game, Zeromus powerless to defeat them, making it somewhat less impressive that we were able to defeat it. I mean, we've seen Kuklan before. We've seen Zalera, the Death Seraph. Let's see if Exodus is capable of defeating the weakest enemies in the game. Well, it's readying Comet, the cleaner. Okay, Comet is able to defeat wolves. That's good. It has Karaja. Everything seems to have Karaja. It has Ardor, which is a fire base. It does Comet, deals damage, and it does up to 30,000 damage to all foes in range with Meteor. I enjoy watching it use Comet against wolves. Let's go ahead and have it use its ultimate attack so we can call it a video. I was trying not to get too close in case Bosch accidentally killed this wolf before it could be hit with the ultimate technique of an optional Esper boss. I think this wolf might be killed by this attack. I'm not sure it's going to be able to survive this. Because we're not dealing with some wuss like Zeromus. This guy might actually be able to do some damage to a wolf. Well, it's not a wolf. It's one of those little weird spinning birdie enemies, but either way. Yes, it was damaged. Nice. Alright, guys. There you go. We've now seen all of the super sweet Ghost Slave murder machines in action that we have access to at the moment. I'm going to flee just so that we don't waste time fighting any enemies. And head back to Rabanastre. And save and call it a video. So, I believe we are capable right now. I could be wrong, but I believe we now have the ability. This is a preview for what might be coming in the next video. And might not. I got on a bit of a kick with this game. I've been having fun playing it, and as a result, I'm now recorded way ahead and need to actually get caught up on other LPs. But, go all the way to the South China Sea. All the way to the Soshin Cave Palace. I believe we can get the key that unlocks this door and go in there and fight the Wrath God. But, yeah, I got that message the other day for something else. I don't know what the hell that is. But, I think we can actually get in there and fight a super boss that will take forever to defeat and doesn't really give us much of a reward. So, don't know if I'm going to do it just yet. And I'm not 100% sure I can fight it because I thought I could go to the super boss of the Necrohall of Nabudis, and when I actually looked into it, I can't. So it could be the next time we actually get going with Arcades. Or it could be that I start doing the stuff, the first part of the side quest to get us into the hidden boss of the Necrohall of Nabudis. Or we could end up fighting a super boss. That'll be a really long, drawn-out fight. The only way to know for sure is to tune in to the next video. I'm the MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.